Chapter 7, using more of Google's free-ish. So today we're going to dive into a couple of items pretty quick, back to back. These probably could each have their own video, but I explain it in a lot of detail in the book. So I just want to give you updated information. Google Calendar, or Google Voice is Google's free phone and texting system. So I want you to see that the address that I go to up here is voice.google.com. And that's a cool little trick that they use. It's called subdomains. And the google.com is the domain. And then by putting voice in front of it, you've created a subdomain called voice. I know subdomain makes you think it should be at the other end of it, but it goes in front of the domain. So we can have one domain that we pay for and then use multiple different subdomains that don't cost any additional, but are all different websites. I'll give you an example. If I go to mail.google.com, guess where I go? Gmail. So the same exact domain, google.com, but with a different subdomain in front of it. That's just what I wanted to touch on. So this program allows you to do all kinds of cool stuff, and we see we can text here. I have a text thread that I can just message out and message back. I can send images as well. I have all my phone calls here that I've missed or not missed, and then even voicemail built in. The beauty of this is these voicemails go back to my original time that I started using Google Voice. I don't have to pay for these to be stored. I'm not charged by the month for Google Voice. I'm paying absolutely zero. And as you can see, I'm back to 2019 on these, 2018. I've had a Google Voice number for quite some time. As a matter of fact, before I moved to Georgia, I used Google Voice to secure a local phone number in Georgia in the area I was moving to, so I didn't have to worry about all of my marketing. I was already marketing my new phone number while I still lived in Florida before I moved to Georgia. And you can see here we're back to 2012. So, goodness gracious, that this is all still there. I can go back at any one of these and listen to this voicemail, and it'll play it back for me. All right. So that is incredible value as far as I'm concerned for a free product from Google. And it's pretty simple to use. You can even call out from Google Voice and receive calls to Google Voice. So my cell phone that I still use is a 407 Orlando phone number. But if you call my 678 phone number right here, it rings this cell phone. All right. So that's a pretty cool part about Google Voice. The next thing that we're going to talk about is Google Forms. And guess where you go for that? Forms.google.com. There you have it. And with Google Forms, same thing. You can just click through and grab a form, set up a template, start something, temporary that you want, something blank, however you want it. This is a great way to capture data and to ask questions and take surveys. Just a really, really easy way to go in and create a form for people to sign up for things or just give you their information so you can send them something. Okay, so after forms, and we don't have anything a whole lot new for this, so I'm just running through this pretty quick. After forms, we have calendar. Now this is huge. That calendar is, again, calendar.google.com. This has been such a lifesaver for us, and I'll spend 2 minutes on calendar because, as you can see, I have multiple calendars connected here. I have different calendars. I can log into a different account and see other calendars, but some of the things that you can do with Google Calendar that people just don't understand is you can really run your life from your Google Calendar. Now, I went into the Harrelson Chamber of Commerce recently on February 12th. There's another beautiful part of using Google Calendar. I went to the Harrelson Chamber of Commerce. I was able to find what day and the actual appointment just by Google, searching that in my Google Calendar. But you see right here, it's got this attachment from my Google Drive. This is my slide deck that I needed for that presentation. So instead of having it on a thumb drive or in my, my computer or having to pull it up and search it, all I had to do was attach it right to the entry for this speech and put it right there on. And when I click it, I'm in the wrong account. When I click it, it just opens it right up and it allows me to see it. So let's go into the right account so you can see that. I'll just do it again real quick, and it was Harrelson. All right, so there's my speaking at Harrelson Chamber about Google Analytics. I click it, it opens up the slide deck for me instantly, and I'm ready to go with my Google Analytics presentation. So another beautiful benefit of using Google Calendar. And if you look, you can just literally you hit create, you do your event, and you can put whatever you want to put on there, including what kind of video conferencing you're using or so forth. Okay, you can set up your repetition if it's a repeating calendar event. And I'm telling you, it has been just a beautiful lifesaver for our business, and it's saved us thousands and thousands of dollars over the years of not having to have Outlook or any of those other programs that they would try and charge us for. So now we're going to do Sheets, Docs, and Slides. So sheets.google.com, you've guessed it, folks, and here is all your spreadsheets. Everything you need for a spreadsheet you can do right through Google. I want you to see this. It looks almost exactly like you were looking at an Excel spreadsheet. And they got some cool stuff built in using AI as well that you can use if you have a paid version of Google. Now, when I say a paid version of Google, I do all of my video recording to my Google Drive. So I have a 2 terabyte Google Drive that I pay $100 a year for. And that opens up other features of Google because I'm a paid customer. They give me some more Gemini access. They give me some more access in my Google Docs and Google Slides. So you will see some of the things that I have might be a little bit different than yours because I have a paid version of Google as far as they're concerned. Now, the next one that we're going to look at is Docs. So guess what? Docs.google.com. All right. So there we go. Same thing. We pull it open. We look at what we got. Let's see a blank one. Here's all of our formatting information across the top, just like we would have if we were in Microsoft Word. Okay. So we can share this stuff directly from here. We can have multiple people working on this at the same time. As a matter of fact, as a way of just showing you how cool this is, I'm going to go ahead and go to my phone real quick, right? And I want you to see that if I go to this document, let's put a name on it, test. All right, so we'll call it test. And now I'm going to go to my document here. I'm going to refresh my documents and make sure it comes up. Come on, show me test, show me test. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Hang on, let me get to the right account. Get to the right account. I'll see my test document. I'll open it up and I'm going to say that I want to edit it. Now I'm going to start speaking what I want it to say. As I speak what I want it to say, you see it come up on the screen and you're logged in as a different user. So you can share this document with multiple people and then each person can do the edits and you'll see which person is in there working on it and which person is editing it. So pretty cool feature that you can speak your entire document to a Google Doc and then open it up on your computer when you get back to your desk. I wrote part of this book doing it exactly that way. I put in my earbud, I would talk while I was walking in the woods or driving my car somewhere, and then I would bring that information in right here on my computer and copy and paste it into my editor for the book. So very cool feature of Google Docs that makes life easy for us and allows us to have access to a lot of document editing features and sharing features. And they have quite a bit of the same formatting features that you would see if you were using this through, say, Microsoft Office and you were using Word. Okay. And the last one is Slides. .google.com, you guessed it. I love the subdomain thing. This whole video series is on a subdomain of yourgoogle.guru. It's videos.yourgoogle.guru, so it's a subdomain there too. So you can see with the slides, you have a brand, a whole setup here to do your presentations. And you just click in which one you want. It pulls in all the, this is amazing. And it costs absolutely nothing. That's why it's in this book. Right? So once you have your slide deck all finished and completed in the way you want it, you literally click on it. And the beauty of this is you just click slideshow and it goes into slideshow presentation mode and you can click through your entire presentation. This also works if you're on your laptop plugged into a TV and you want to use your clicker to advance it. This will work with the clicker. The clicker features do work on the slide presentations with your Google Slides. So that's it for Chapter 7. We're going to talk about some more things working with photos and YouTube coming up, but that's all we're going to do for Chapter 7. I am Robin C. Stern, your Google Guru.